Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to, Mom, what day is today? Friday, welcome to Friday, Bed Life, for August 21st, 2020. Oh man, I was having a good dream. I was dreaming I was mamboing. Wow. Oh, that was, I thought I had some more time. Anyway, welcome to the stream. 47 Yorktown was early and said the back hair itself gets you to 105% manliness. Yes. Thank you, 47 Yorktown. Said landing on runways is for sissies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thomas Potts says hi. Welcome, Thomas. And says, dear Bob. Of course he does. Jeff Franklin. Hello, Jeff Franklin. Qapla. Good to see you. Rock Solid says, I wondered if it would be here on Birdo Prey 5X channel. Had I gotten my video done a little sooner last night and I had time to do the Thursday stream that I wanted to do, then we would have had that on the Birdo Prey 5X channel. But unfortunately, even with my new review format, it was still literally midnight when I finally got to sleep last night, 11:59 p.m. I just got in the process ready of going to bed. So I still need to work on my review. I was literally working on it from 5 a.m. Well, some like 6 a.m. right on through till 11 p.m. And then I had to redo it because the first version got a copyright match. So I had to do a little quick edit and put it up again. But it is up. It's already doing better than last week's. Don't know if it'll do as good as the first week, but I think that's mostly because the audience watching Lower Decks has, all the evidence we show, which we know from Canada's numbers, which are public. The audience for Lower Decks has literally been cut in half from the first episode to the second episode. So it's quite possible that, if I only get a third of the views that I did from my first
indications negative at this
my
time.
first review, then it's well within the fact that only a third of the people are watching. And thank you, Admiral Saval, for their $1.99 super chat, saying I'm muted. Admiral Saval, don't play with me like that, Admiral. Am I muted? Am I muted? I'm not muted. I am not muted. God damn it, Admiral. If you think I'm muted, then maybe your software, maybe your speaker might be muted. I'm absolutely not muted. Thank you. You got me, Admiral. You got me. And technically, you didn't say muted. You said muroid. So maybe muroid is just a word I don't know. But you got me. You got me. Rock solid. Yeah. So yeah, it's here. Bradley Briggs says zup. Yep. Zal. Yep. Y'all. Qapla. Bradley. Jeff Franklin says rock solid. As far as I know, the Friday afternoon stream is always here. There have been rare times I've moved it to the X channel when I used to post a video and it was doing real good and I didn't want to risk coming live and screwing up the video. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Qapla, Bird of Prey, and chat. Greetings, Mike Richards. Dee Dee Meyer says, Qapla, my friend, how's the family doing? Great day of ours. Well, we talked to Sis O'Prey. Nephew O'Prey had gone to the doctor earlier today. He got his official weigh-in and his official height check. He is 24 inches long, which puts him in the top 80%, 86% for babies of his age. And his weight is 12 pounds, 3 ounces, which puts him flatly in the 50% of weight of baby. So normal weight above average height or length at this point. So all is doing well with Nephew O'Prey. So that's good news. He had a couple of bad nights, but that happens when you have babies. Not every night is they sleep through the night. But thank you for asking. Jeff Franklin says 47 Yorktown. Yeah, you must land poorly on a very long straight road. Well, we'll figure it out. Flying planes does not necessarily make you manly. I mean, there are plenty of women pilots. Mom O'Prey can verify it. She knew a few. Jeff Franklin says hi to Mike Richards. Not Ryan Johnson says hello on Qapla. Jeff Franklin says hi to not Ryan Johnson. Jeff says typical. Rocksolid says mute, no audio. I don't know what are you talking about. Jitsi says silence is golden. And Jeff Franklin says faker. You think I was faking that I was asleep, Jeff? Admiral Saval says yo. Elevator. And Joe Biden donated $1. Thank you, Joe. Joe Biden officially accepted the endorsement for the Democrat presidency last night, I hear. He says, I can't hear you either. I'm still listening to my awesome Oscar acceptance speech. Vote for me and I will force people to wear masks for the next 40 years, even in your house. Hail Karoga, number 22. Well, Joe, if we do vote for you and you win, you've got to cure cancer. That was the first promise you made on your way to the presidency. So I do expect the cancer cure before we're forced to wear masks. I have not forgot it, and I intend to hold you to it if you get elected. And I suspect we all will be. We all will hold him to his promises. If we want somebody who's just going to lie his way into office, then why would we change? Why change presidency, right? Obviously, everybody who says that they're against Trump because he lies. So clearly, you wouldn't be for Biden. We must all believe Biden was telling the truth when he was going to cure cancer upon being elected president. Admiral Saval says, yo, Jitsi, whose name I know I mispronounce constantly and I feel terrible, says also, Jedi Bill shirt when it was still young. Yes, this is the Coca-Cola shirt that was inspired by Jedi Bill. Max out says, what the hell, Bird of Prey had the doot, had the Windows notification, but then nothing from you. Sometimes I get tired. I nap, Rock Solid. I napped this morning during Jedi Bill's stream. It just, when you don't get a good night's sleep, sometimes you fall asleep. Life with Matthew says, Qapla, Bird of Prey, and all. Qapla, Life with Matthew. Ensign Ricky says, hello world, Ensign Ricky. Rock Solid says, it's Saturday Cinema. It's not Saturday Cinema. But tomorrow will be. Tomorrow, Mars Attacks. Probably about 2 p.m. Eastern. Jitsi says, bet he's making a statement with that shirt. Yes, drink Coca-Cola. That's the statement. Roxanne, the official soft drink of Kuroga. Roxanne says, Life with Matthew. I sent you a link on Twitter DM to a $25 GC Game Boy Color. Captain Trax says, Bird of Prey, greetings, Captain. Jitsi says, I don't have good dreams anymore. Jeff Franklin says, I don't have good dreams anymore. I am sorry, Jeff. Jeff, when you're in the chat, you're always sad. And you get upset, you get sad, you get angry. And I always feel so bad for you. But when you're in the voice chat, you always sound like such an upbeat guy. It's like I never would put the persona you have in the text chat. I would never match it with the guy that I talk to during voice chat. You're either very good at hiding it, which is not, I can understand that might be a possibility. But if that's what it is, that sucks. Or maybe you're just genuinely happier when you're on camera, or at least on audio, in which case do more streams. Do streams of your own, man. If that makes you happy, do what makes you happy. Mike Richards says, greetings to Jeff Franklin. Not Ryan Johnson says, I'm listening on my drive home. Hope everyone has a great Friday. Thank you, not Ryan Johnson. Life with Matthew says, Rockside, thanks. I wrote you back. Admiral Saval said no sound. I think, Admiral, I was just waking up. John Araki donated $1 through Super Chat and got Deep Space Nine being attacked by the Dominion. Yosef says, fun fact, world's best swimming pools are on the Titanic. Even after 106 years, they are full of water. Greetings from the future. Good to know, Yosef. And I didn't know this, guys, but yesterday, apparently Yosef told us that Slovakia is technically still at war with the United States. They never surrendered during World War II. So I'm going to tweet our president and suggest we formally invade Slovakia to end the war. I think that would be a big press boom for him, that he finally ended World War II. Like no other president since could be bothered. But if we invade Slovakia, we can finally put an end to the longest war in American history. Jeff Franklin says greetings to Joseph and asks how is his future. Yeah, muted is what I assumed it meant. Roxanne says my lower standards videos have done shitty. Well, it depends on what you call shitty. Admiral Saval muted. My first one got almost 700, got 690 something views. The first 600 of them were like within the first day or two. It did tremendously well. But then my second one barely had got 200 views. Now, my third one has already hit the 200 view mark, but I don't think it's going to go much beyond that. But it still did better than the second one. Jeff Franklin says, Admiral Saval, what is bird mured? What is it? What is mured? Joseph says, Admiral Saval, the audio is fine. Dan23 says, didn't get notification. Dan, notifications are dead. I mean, email notifications are completely dead. If you have the bell icon checked, then really the only notification you'll get is either in your phone or in your browser if you have notifications turned on for YouTube. If you don't, you just have to know when your favorite YouTuber is going on and go to the YouTube homepage, and hopefully will be listed there on the side along with live streams. So you can find us that way. But yeah, emails are done. Now, if you want, you can head over to antitricker.com, create an account, and subscribe to the Bird of Prey 5 forum in the Certified Nerds forum. And then you can watch that forum in the software. And if you do that, you will get an email every time I go live or upload a video, but it'll be 10 to 15 minutes after I start, which is better than nothing, but not as good as, when YouTube used to send emails. Jeff Franklin says to Rock Solid he watched it. Jitsi says, sounds like a nasty way to be muted. Oh, sounds nasty to be mured. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be. Robert Rose says, hello today, Bird of Prey, Mama Prey, and Sassy Qapla, Robert Rose. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movie says, Qapla, Mr. Londell. Dan23 says, hi, welcome, Dan. Rock Solid says, thank you to Jeff. You are one of very few. Admiral Saval says, typo. Okay, so it was muted. Bradley Briggs says, man, I wouldn't want to be murdered either. Nobody wants to be murdered. Dan23 says it's 22:13 UK time. I am sorry it's so late for you, Dan, but I'm glad you decided to spend some time with us. Joseph says, mured sounds like being put behind a brick wall. V-Star, Qapla V-Star says, good afternoon, Bird of Prey 5. While listening while I'm down. Oh, I'm sorry, V-Star. Hopefully I can cheer you up. Maybe we'll cheer up everybody when I take a test to prove how manly I am. I found this test on a website of an acquaintance that's supposed to tell you how masculine or feminine you are, and some other gender, I don't know what's called stereotypes, but gender identities, maybe things I'm not necessarily sure exist, but I'm sure I'm going to ace this test. So we'll see. We'll take that test in a few minutes. People are saying greetings to each other. Jeff Franklin says, Joseph, it's also your murd, as a possessive word of your. So it's what is a murd and how is bird possessing a murd? These are all good questions. LDG says, greetings to good and kind people. Welcome, LDG. LDG says, nice shirt. Thank you, LDG. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, we both agree the lower deck ship does not look like the USS Reliant. Absolutely not. For those who don't know, Mike McMahon said that they chose the shape of the Cerritos because it was close to his favorite Trek ship, which is the Reliant from Star Trek II, or Miranda class. Only on the most basic level does it have any look like the Reliant, and frankly, They already have the Nebula class in Next Gen. They should have just used the Nebula class ship. We've never really seen, I mean, we assume we've seen the inside of a Nebula class. It probably looks just like a Galaxy class. You probably can't tell the difference, but I don't recall a Nebula class ever being shown in detail on screen. They could have just used that. But he tells how there's, many California class vessels, that their specialization is second contacts. And there are some that are yellow painted like the Cerritos, because they come mostly for engineering projects during second contact. There are blue ones which come for science and medical second contacts, and red ones which come for, like, I guess, ambassadors and changing, more command level second contact nonsense. Sounds like a bunch of red tape to me. So it was interesting to see where they were going with it. Although it just doesn't make any sense because it doesn't look like the Reliant. Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey, if that was an Oscar performance from Joe Biden, I didn't watch it, to be honest. If that was an Oscar performance from Joe Biden, he can be mayor of Hollywood. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, can you give the measurements in units that are less dumb? By the way, how much is it in football fields? Which measurements? What are we talking about? I don't even remember giving measurements. If football fields, American football fields, are 100 yards, which is pretty close to 100 meters. Daniel Reese says, Bird of Prey, I think Lower Decks is the first ship to have a stripe on it indicating what it does. No one's done that in Trek, I don't think. Yeah, I don't believe so either, Dan. That was news to me. Thomas says, Joseph, 300 feet. Jeff Franklin says, Joseph, there is no one to get. Positive Candor says, Hail Karoga Qapla, Positive Candor. Live long, Angeloja, says Positive Candor. Thank you, Positive Candor. And Positive Candor, I did not forget about Throw Mama from the Train. I will work on it, and I will get in contact with you for a good day. You can screen that. Captain Track says he's here and asks Mike Richards how he is. Let's see, people talking. Admiral Saval says, do you know Life with Matthew made LDG break his chair, Bird of Prey? I saw LDG, infamous, falling out of his chair, and I've seen it repeated many, many, many times. Sorry to hear about that, LDG. I did not know that Life with Matthew was directly responsible for it, but if so, good job, Life with Matthew. Thomas Potts' Bird of Prey. I have to go. I'm going to miss Dear Bop. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas. You're also going to miss my test. BBB says nephew has no such shirt. What? No Coca-Cola shirt? I mean, he can get one if he wants. What shirt are we talking about? Robert Rose says, Life with Matthew forgot to put in his stream today that no LDG pixels were harmed during the stream. And she wants to know why doesn't nephew have a Coca-Cola shirt? We'll make sure Nephew of Prey gets a Coca-Cola shirt. I didn't know if he wanted to advertise. Bradley Briggs says the tap water in Karoga looks suspiciously like Coca-Cola anyways, but it tastes like it too. Admiral Saval says it was hilarious. Yeah, well, it's the kind of thing I don't wish on people, but it is funny. Jitsi tells Joseph, I told her that I don't want a relation. Oh, wow. That's some personal stuff. Josh Street says, Dear Bop, Dear Bop. Dear Bop, Dear Bop, Dear Bop. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, only $1 from Joe Biden, no $9.99. No, I guess Joe Biden needs to save his money for his campaign buys. Jitsi says relationship. Yeah. Jeff Reynolds says bird of prey. I've been very good at hiding things. Maybe don't, Jeff. Let it out. Share it. Share your pain with the group. You can grow stronger from it. Release your pain, Jeff. Release it to me, to Cybok. Dan23 says bird of prey. Maybe there's been different colors on shuttles to indicate where they're from. Enterprise shuttle pod had red and Starfleet Command shuttle pod had blue. I don't know. Josh Street wants mop story. Wait, I don't know if that's going to happen, Josh Street. Rockstop is bird of prey. Jadzia Dax makes me happy. So should I do her? If you get the opportunity, Rock Solid, I mean, I would say talk it over with your wife. But if you get an okay, I guess. Yeah, that's really between you and her. I don't really have a choice in the matter. John Araki says Yugoslavia. I don't think that country still exists. Tiki of Dooms is good point, Bird. We should liberate Yosef. Absolutely. We need to liberate Yosef. Space Kissinger Qapla says, hey everybody, Qapla, Space Kissinger. Good to see you. Dan23 says, bird of prey. What is your favorite Deep Space Nine, Under Attack, Cardassians, Klingons, or Dominion? Well, honestly, I like when the Klingons attack, just because we get to see so many Klingon ships, and it's unfortunate the Klingons have to run and leave, but as what do they say, leaving a battle that you're going to lose or whatever, to come back and fight again is not, is nothing to be ashamed of. So yeah, I mean, Way of the Warrior, that's pretty ultimate battle, since it's all Klingon first, the station. The second, I guess, would be the Dominion. But my favorite of all time, but it wasn't an attack, was when they were just defending the station without any attack. And you had the Klingons, you had the Federation, and then unexpectedly, the Romulans decloaked and asked permission to join the fleet. And that was when I would say DS9 was at its best defense. But then shortly after that, of course, the Romulans signed their own peace treaty with the Dominion, non-aggression pact. And so we didn't see that happen again. Robert Rose says we are officially at war with North Korea also. Yeah, but we all know we're at war with North Korea. No one knows we're at war with Slovakia. Mike Richards says, hail to Cicel Prey. I'm sure, thank you. Jitsi says to read up to Jeff Franklin. Tiki of Doom says, Qapla, Tiki. Yosef says, the Slovak state declared on December 12, 1941, war on the USA. The Slovak state does not exist anymore, but one might think that the country still exists. Well, it's too bad. They're going to have to surrender, Yosef. Surrender on behalf of your people. Space Kissinger says, and it said, Kikvi. We jumped quite a bit. Jitsi says, Joseph, no, she's got someone. Her German friend is visiting again. Skipping to at Bird of Prey. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, Star Trek Enterprise shuttle pods, and puts in a link to Imager. And I can't show, but I do see, yes, they've got a red stripe and a blue stripe. I don't know that it necessarily means anything, but they are there. All hail, Bird of Prey. Qapla, Derek, welcome. Yo, this is, okay, anyway, Jeff Franklin, any plans to moving to Germany? Really? Jeff, everybody wants you to be here, Jeff. Mike Richards' Bird of Prey, that's one bad hat. Harry, Jaws, 1975. You have a problem with my hat? It's my JUOT hat, my Web Forums hat. Wow. Dan23 says, everyone bop. Do the bop. Yes to Coca-Cola, says Ciso Prey. Okay, we'll manage. Jeff Franklin's Bird of Prey, Cy-Bop or Cy-Pop. Cy-Bop. Whichever one you want. Ciso Prey says Charlie is 60.8 centimeters long. That's 23.7 inches. He's also 12.2 pounds. I was telling them how he's taller than 86% of babies, and his weight is right in the middle. John Street says, Jeff, dear God, no one would want to be doomed if Cy-Bop or Cy-Pop happens. Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey or Cy-Bop. Cy-Bop. Dan 23 says, do. Resistance is futile, Qapla. Resistance is futile. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, why do you say Kissinger when it clearly says kissing her? Does it say that? Space kissing her? Is that who it is? I thought it was Space Kissinger, which was much funnier in my head. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings, Bird of Prey, Mountain Prey, Ciso Prey, Chico Prey, and fellow nerds. Thank you. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Aroo! Thank you. Yosef says, BBB, thanks, I'm just testing Joe. Josh reads, Bird of Prey, when the Starfleet, Klingon, and Romulan fleets join up, was the episode when Bashir tried to destroy the fleet by destroying the Bajoran star. Yes, well, that was, of course, a founder pretending to be Bashir. Mike Richards' Bird of Prey in 1975, bad meant good. A lot of things meant a lot of different things in the 70s. Rock Solid says, oh no, Aunt Becky is getting 2 months in the clink. And greetings to Mountain, says Ciso Prey. Jeff Francis with Bird of Prey, and yes, I know you were faking with your sleeping act at the beginning of the stream. You maybe just a little bit. Very soon, Uncle Remus, but before we do, dear Bop, I want to go ahead and take this test of manliness or gender or whatever. We'll read it. It's from idrlabs.com, gender coordinate test. And I'll put the link in the chat for anybody who wants to take it at the same time. But based on the work of Hellman and P.S., researchers Hellman PhD and C. Poos PhD, and too many letters after their name, used a multidimensional framework that just means 2 dimensions to assess how people view men and women respectively. Their research results found that men and women consistently ascribe the same characteristics to each gender. What are your gender coordinates? For each of the following characteristics, indicate how strongly it applies to you below. Well, we're going to find out. Oh, 35 questions. Well, hopefully they are easy. I am helpful. Agree or disagree? I am absolutely helpful. You'll be hard to find someone more helpful than me. Question 2. I am decisive. Absolutely decisive. I am sympathetic. Oh, I'm absolutely sympathetic. I am sentimental. You know, I am a sentimentalist. I am understanding. I like to think I'm understanding. I am logical. I could be more logical. I'll just slightly agree. Uh-oh. I think I went too quickly. I am intuitive. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely intuitive. I am direct. Yeah, I'm pretty direct. I'll go 1 up. Sometimes I don't like to be super direct. I feel like it gets rude. I am communicative. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I am consistent. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely consistent. I am objective. Yes, I can be completely objective. I am someone whose feelings are not easily hurt. No. It's pretty easy to hurt my feelings. Not super easy, but, you know, wrong me. Do I not seek revenge? I'll put it down. I'll put it down 1. I am likable. I think I'm likable. Yeah, I'm likable. I'm super likable. Hello, Rambling Canuck. I'm not lying on this test. I am authoritative. Absolutely. God emperors must be authoritative. I am affectionate, you know, with the right person. I am. I mean, not just they're few and far between, but I'd like to think. I'm warm. Oh yeah, I'm warm. I'm too warm. I like it cool in here. I am compassionate. I am deeply compassionate. I feel very bad for a lot of people. I am forceful. I'm not too forceful. That's the thing. I'll put it up slightly. I can be forceful. I am people oriented. What the fuck is people oriented? No. Okay, people should orient themselves towards me. We'll go down. We'll go down the full 2 on that. I'm not people oriented. I don't even understand what people oriented is. I am cheerful. I'll be honest. I don't think I'm a particularly cheerful person. I don't think cheerful is even that important a characteristic to have. So maybe we'll just keep that right in the middle where it is. I am modest. Oh, absolutely. It'd be hard pressed to find someone as modest as me. I am independent. You know, I want to be independent. Now, tragically, life has caused me to not be independent, but my personality is certainly one of independence. So I'm going to just tick that up to 1, even though, you know, because would I be independent if I could be? Absolutely. I am bold. I don't think I'm particularly bold. I'm bold enough, we'll say. Lowell, bird, modest. Yeah. 24 to 35 questions. I am able to separate feelings from ideas. Absolutely. The 2 have nothing in common. I am self-confident. Absolutely. I am sensitive. I am. Sometimes I'm too sensitive. I'm going to put that up to agree. I am someone with humanitarian values. Fuck are humanitarian values? I have to Google. Oh, exactly. What is a humanitarian value? I mean, that what? I care about humans? I just, maybe we can get a decisive answer. What are humanitarian principles? Why are humanitarian values so important? Humanitarian principles of humanity, neutrality, impartiality, and independence offer a common basis of underpin all humanitarian action. They remain so relevant because of concrete expression and shared values of dignity, integrity, and solidarity. What the fuck? Ethics. Just give me an answer. Define. Humanitarian values defined. What are human rights? Yeah, I believe in human rights. I don't know. This sounds... I'm just going to leave that in the middle. I am task-oriented. Yeah, a little. I am gentle. No. I'm sorry. I wish I was. Good-natured, absolutely good-natured. I am sincere, absolutely I'm sincere. Generous. Oh, I am very generous. I am kind. I fancy myself kind. I'd say you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody kinder than me. I am firm. Yeah. You know what? I'm always always have the ability to change my mind if somebody can give me a better argument. So I think we'll keep firm in the center where it is. And the final question, I am dominant. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Let's see. What is it? What's everybody saying? Josh reaches Bird of Prey. Get to the Dear Bot before Rock Solid Productions floods the chat with Dear Bot. Well, hopefully he doesn't. Joseph Patrick says 1975, but before my time. We used to call it a BJ before Joseph. Bird is going to break the test. Rambling Canuck says, hello, Qapla Rambling. Josh reaches, why is Bird of Prey lying? I'm not lying. Pushover, no. Josh Streets is not too forceful, Bird of Prey. Should we ask all the orphan miners? They will not complain. Josh Street is lolling at me being modest. Flop sweat. I don't know to what you refer. Resolute Germ says, so modest he once built a golden shrine in his honor. That was a golden bird tower and it got destroyed. 24 2D thinker. Yes. Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey, if you have to look that up. You don't have humanitarian values. Resolute Germ says, if you have to look them up, you don't have them. Yeah, okay. Okay, so here we go. Final question. I am dominant. I somewhat agree. Finish. I am super masculine. But what the hell is this? How am I also super feminine and androgynous? I'm not androgynous. Your gender coordinates are 80% masculine, 85% feminine. Wait, that math doesn't add up. Which places you in the androgynous quadrant? This is bullshit. What does that mean? How can I be 85% feminine but 80% masculine? Math is hard. Obviously, I say it, but obviously, are these women who made this test? Because math is hard. Obviously, they don't know if they broke the test. Rock Solid says, why would I flood the chat of my benefactor, the God Emperor? Thank you, Rock Solid. And if you notice Rock Solid's latest video, if you wait till the credits at the end of the video, you will find a special message. Not hidden, but let's say in plain sight of Rock Solid's most recent video. And I assume all future videos. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey is Pat from SNL confirmed. The hell I am. The hell I am. I say this test is broken and bullcrap. Don't anybody waste your time on this test. Moxley fan 20, Qapla Moxley fan, and Sis O'Prey puts in some type of smiling face. So I guess this says that I'm a better woman than most women. I mean, I don't know how to interpret the results, but I'll assume that's what it is. Thomas Potts puts in a link to a YouTube video. What is this? Oh, view my quiz results. Here we go. Oh no, this is where I did the quiz results, and I got Tilly.
Tilly again!
Tilly
I got
again.
Tilly again! How is this heap happening to me?
Oh, I'm sorry, Seth. Yeah, I remember those days, Thomas. The frickin' every Star Trek quiz on the internet was conspiring against me to make me pick Tilly. Epic Beards, it's time to give Bird of Prey. Just order those summer dresses and women's shoes you've been wanting on Amazon. Alexa, order those dresses now. Robert Rose, so Bird of Prey is very woke, apparently. Geno Prey, says Mountains of Elysium. Resolute Germs says Bird of Prey is officially omnigendered. Bird is Tilly-like, confirms, says Uncle Remus. And Rock Solid says, is Bird of Prey the love child of Michael Moore and Rosie O'Donnell? No, and that's quite insulting to Mom O'Prey and Dad O'Prey. Mr. Lodell says, Uncle Remus, hey, don't both believe in the power of math, don't they? Mountains of Elysium always gets Picard, and he says, I'm very upset that I get this. Obviously, these idiots don't even know what. Why would I take the test again? Why would I take the test again? Do I think you guys are going to get it right the second time? Don references Donnelly and Twenage, 2016 masculine and feminine traits on the Brem sex role inventory. What? Okay, these people obviously don't know what the gender roles are. They went to the bagel store and asked for a gender role, and they got a fucking rainbow bagel, and they're like, oh, this is a gender role. Well, that was a crappy test. Well, let's go over to Dear Bop and see what's up with there. We'll get some Dear Bop answers. And I see Thomas Potts puts in another link. Let's see, Thomas. Feels like a woman. No, thanks. Bird of Prey feels like a woman. No. Okay, so for those who don't remember or didn't know, we had a few Dear Bops I did Wednesday evening because I was convinced by several generous super chats to do some Dear Bops Wednesday evening. There were only 3 or 4 of them, so I will just go through them real quick in case you did a Dear Bop and didn't know I already did on Wednesday. You know, if I don't do it Monday, then I do it on Friday. So I don't want you to miss it if one of these would be yours. Ciso Prey says truth. Space kissing her. It is kissing her, huh? I keep saying Kissinger. Space kissing her got the same area. That test is bunk. Absolutely. It's a total bunk test. Okay, so we'll do the ones we've done already on Wednesday after Deep Space Nine. Dear Bob, where did you get the saying "aroo" from? Well, because I have Sassy. Sassy's a beagle. Beagles tend to howl more than they bark. And when a beagle howls, it sounds like a "aroo." So "aroo" became, customary Korogan greeting. It's really all about Sassy. Dear Bob, Can we call out people? I, for one, want to call out Joseph Patrick. He's such an overachiever. I mean, have you seen photos of him and his wife? She is beautiful. I mean, how does someone like him get someone so gorgeous? I have a theory he can lick his eyebrows, and his unit is like a baby's arm holding an apple. At least he's giving hope to the rest of us. Am I right? I have seen pictures of Joseph's wife. She is quite beautiful. And I'm assuming that, Joseph, there must be a lack of, I don't know, single men in Slovakia. So like Joseph might be a US 5, but he's like a Slovakian 9. So I think him and his wife are quite happy together, as they should be. So I'm glad to hear they are happy together. Yes, Kissinger. That's what I thought. I thought it was a play on Kissinger, not kissing her. I have a BBB. Sissel Price says, I am Beagle. Hear me? Aroo! Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And the final Dear Bop that we did on Wednesday says, Dear Bop, what is your favorite version of the USS Enterprise? The bloody A, B, C, D, E, F, or J? My favorite Enterprise is the A, the movie Enterprise, the square nacelles, the blue deflector dish. That's the one I always go back to in my head. Second close favorite is the no bloody A, B, C, or D, the original TOS Enterprise. Right behind that, I would say, is really the NX-01, because I think it's a beautiful ship. Now, I know it's slow and I know it's not powerful, but just in terms of looks of the ships, the NX-01, then the D, no, then the E, then the D, and then the B, no, then the C, and then the B, and then I wouldn't even put the J on, because the J just doesn't count. The J is not an Enterprise. And then on all the other possible other enterprises, at the bottom of the list would be the JJ Enterprise, because that is one ugly looking ship. Even though it looks like the Enterprise, it's ugly, fugly even, those bulbous engines. Okay, so this is the first new Dear Bop. Yeah, Franklin, I'm confused. So where's the refit in your list? I consider the refit the A because it's exactly the same, but it's the top of the list. The A or the refit is the top of the list. Dear Past Bop, don't you just son of a bitch when people wait until it's time for Dear Bop. Signed, Future Bop. P.S. By Friday, there will be over 600 Dear Bops. Get ready for an all-nighter. No. First, there's 7. If we ever saw 600 in the list, I would take the first 20 and I would apologize to everybody and say, this is all we're doing. And I would maybe do the rest as a recorded Dear Bop, where I could easily just delete the duplicates and the non requests for help, and only do the actual requests for help. Joseph's Disco Prize is the best. Well, it's certainly not the worst, Joseph. If the Disco Prize was in there, I'd probably put it above the NX-01. I would say it's probably my third favorite Enterprise, because it's a very nice looking Enterprise, especially from the outside. Dear Bob, would you consider any of the following movies for a Saturday? Jaws 1 and 2, Jurassic Park, King Kong 1933, Billy Elliot, Magic Mike, Flu, or Explorers. Hail Karoga, hail Karoga. I would certainly consider Jaws. Jurassic Park, sure. King Kong 1933, I don't know. I'm not so sure about King Kong. Billy Elliot, is that an Adam Sandler movie? Absolutely no to Magic Mike. I don't think I'd do Clue, and I've never even heard of Explorers. So, Jaws, Jurassic Park, definitely could be on the list. King Kong, maybe. Billy Elliot, maybe, and pretty much no to the rest. Jeff says the refit is not the A, but the A and the refit look almost exactly the same, Jeff. In fact, I don't think there's any difference between the refit and the A. The refit is considered to be the same ship. Yes, but because the refit wasn't in the list and the A looks exactly the same as the refit, there's really no point in differentiating them. Josh reads his bird of prey. The no ask for help is about 99% of Dear Bops. That's true. Uncle Remus says King Kong 1933 would be good. And Jeff Franklin says, you have never heard of Explorers. I mean, I've heard of the Ford Explorer. I've heard of Explorers in general, like Magellan. But the movie Explorers? No, I don't think I ever heard of a movie. Billy Elliot, is that an Adam Sandler movie? I'm trying to wonder if I'm thinking of the right movie. Billy Elliot. Oh, hell no. A dance drama? A 2000 British dance drama? No. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell we're watching Billy Elliot. I mean, that would require a substantial bribe. Not even for $50 are we doing something like that. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to waste my time unless there was something really, really good about it that I just have no idea. Joseph says, seriously, Uncle Remus' Explorers is as good as well. 80s Joaquin Phoenix. Sci-fi equals Explorers. Uncle Remus. Thomas Potts is laughing. And Josh reaches Bird of Prey. Explorers is a 1985 American science fiction fantasy film written by Eric Luke and directed by Joe Dante. It doesn't ring a bell. Shit, I'm out of order now. Dear Bob, do you need one of the following dog shock collars? Signed, a concerned animated series fan. No, we don't need a shock collar. We're certainly not putting a shock collar on Sassy. And I have no use for a shock collar, but I don't know. Thank you for thinking of it, but no, we don't use shock collars. Dear, maybe Turtistan uses shock collars, not us. Dear Bob, what makes Caroga great? Signed, Curious in Columbus, Ohio. Let me explain Caroga's greatness. The natural beauty, the smell of the air, the colors of the leaves and the trees in autumn, the silence, the quietness, the stillness of being dozens and dozens of miles from any major city. You just go up there at night. You can see all the stars. You can see the planets. You can see satellites passing by, the International Space Station. You can see the clouds of the Milky Way. You can see shooting stars. You can see in the distance. You can see in the morning wild animals nearby. In the snow, you can see the tracks of animals that have come and gone. You know they're out there, but you rarely see them. The wide open areas that you can jeep and drive off-road. Beautiful creeks and natural springs. Delicious, tasty water coming straight from underground aquifers constantly running throughout the year, even in the deepest, coldest winters under several feet of snow. The water still runs. It is a beautiful, beautiful place, and one of great natural beauty and contentment. So that is Quiroga. Dan 23 says, Bird of Prey, do you wish we saw Enterprise NX refit in the show? You mean the NX, the NX refit that was going to come in season 5? Yeah, I would have liked to see it. I think it would have been a little too close to the the 1701, but I would have liked to see it. Uncle Remus says you should first do Bill and Ted movie before the new one comes out next week. I'll be honest, Uncle Remus, I don't intend to watch the new Bill and Ted movie. Bill and Ted's movie was wrapped up fine for me, and I don't intend to watch the new one. I mean, if everybody comes out and says, "Oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever," maybe. But I am highly doubting that it's going to get the universal praise that it would have to get for me to consider watching it. Mike Richards' Bird of Prey, wrong Quiroga. No. That is the spirit of Quiroga, and that follows Quiroga wherever Quiroga is. By the way, next time we do Microsoft Flight Simulator, I found out how to pause this time. So when I fly over the house, I can zoom in and you guys can see it better. Dear Past Pop, make sure you don't invade Slovakia. It turned out that the other countries didn't like Quiroga making a move against a NATO member. I'm hiding in the command bunker with the USA leading the invasion of Quiroga. I hope this is read before 5:15 p.m. August 15th, 2020. August 21st, 2020. So Quiroga is not destroyed by listening the chat. Signed, the glorious leader of Quiroga, Future Bob. Here's the deal. Obviously, if Slovakia is still at war with the United States, then they are a sham member of NATO. And I am confident NATO will not come to their aid, because you can't be a member of NATO and at war with another major country of NATO, especially the most major country being us, the United States. Dear Sassy. Huh? Oh. Dear Sassy, I've been wondering, what does Bird of Prey taste like? Does he taste better than old dried bone like any human? Like my human. Signed, Bunnies Behind Bars. Oh no, is that Kayless? Poor Kayless has been locked away in a cage. Sassy, how do I taste? She says I taste delicious. That's why she's always trying to eat my hand. I can't give you a better answer than that. What's that, Sassy? It's just because I always have food on my hand? Well, you know what? I don't know how well you would taste either, and I'm not going to find out. Dear Bob, what does JUOT stand for? RXP. That's my web forum, which I know I've spoken about before, but it stands for Joe's Ultimate Off Topic. And that's because when I forum started in 2008, since 2002, I was posting in what was at the time the largest Jeep community on the internet, was a site called jeepsunlimited.com, or JU. And it was massive. It wasn't mine. It was owned by one guy who during the dot-com era, he had created the site. Within a couple of years, he was getting a ton of traffic. He sold it for over $1 million to a company that had no idea what they were doing with it. They just knew, like, oh my God, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people visiting this site every day, so somehow we can turn that into money. They paid over $1 million for the site, had no idea how to manage it, plastered the site with advertising. The site got kind of crappy, but it still was getting a ton of views. But the off-topic forum, which is where I was most of the time, they couldn't sell anything in the off-topic forum because they sold cheap parts. And like, so if they were in the tires section or the high-end off-roading section or the speed section, they could sell market parts to all those sections. But the off-topic section, nobody was really looking to buy any Jeep parts. So they were like, F this, we're going to close down the off-topic section. And with zero warning one night in June of 2008, a very terrible person at the time. Now I feel bad because she had some major issues going on in her home at the time, but she made the decision to just delete the off-topic section of the forum, which was home to literally a couple of thousand users and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of posts. And she just deleted it. And then anybody who was posting off-topic anywhere else on the site got immediately banned. So that was June 8th, 2008. By June 10th, 2008, I had up my own forum that looked almost exactly like the forum we came from. And so everybody came to my forum, and I really didn't know what copyright was like at the time or anything. And I bought two domains, jeepersunlimited.com and juot.net. Now, because juot.com is taken, because every four-letter domain is taken. Like, they just, squatters have bought every single four-letter combination. And they didn't want to sell it at the time. They wanted like $100,000 for it. Like, fuck you. Eventually, they dropped it down to $10,000. I was still like, fuck you. I don't need it. I was like, I'll give you $200. And they always said no. So, okay. So I had juot.net instead of juot.com. So I was like, well, I need a reason to call it juot.net. So I figured we'll call it Joe's Ultimate Off Topic, because we used to call the forum that I got JUOT for Jeep's Unlimited Off Topic. So basically, instead of coming up with $100,000 to buy the entire site, I got the off-topic section for free. And in fact, one of the administrators there, who wasn't a total asshole, actually sent me a copy of the old database, which probably was totally against his company's policy, but he didn't give a shit. So I actually got many of the 100, 500, 600,000, maybe 1 million old posts that were in the old off-topic section. So I was able over time to import it into my forum. But in the beginning, in 2008, we had over 1,000 users, and we were getting we were getting a ton of traffic. I actually had to switch to a different ISP because the first one said you're getting way too much traffic for us to handle. But I got sick. While I got sick, luckily my members spoke to Sisopray. With her permission, they were able to hack my email and was able to get my forum started back up, because nobody knew how to pay the bill. Nobody knew how to get the software. The software license had to be updated every year. And I was in a coma for months. So the site went offline. They hacked my email with Sisopray. I don't know if she's still on. So, and they got in, they started paying the bill for it. They bought the license for the software. And so when I did eventually wake up, the site was still running. And when I was able to take back over command of the site, the guys who did most of the work gave me back everything. And so I've been running it again since. Now, unfortunately, like most web forums, it has been slowly dying ever since. It's, it peaked in the first few weeks after we left after we left JU. Unfortunately, however you want to look at it, a lot of the users think it's good riddance. But JeepsUnlimited.com, the site that used to be the largest forum for Jeeps on the entire internet, has since gone under. The company that was running it literally ran it into the ground, to the point that they were stupid. They upgraded it with no understanding of how the upgrade would affect the software. Nobody knew how to use it, and it just became a bigger mess than they were prepared to deal with. So they literally just killed the forum that had millions and millions of posts, the vast majority of them quite helpful to anybody with a Jeep made before, say, 2008. It would still be a great resource to have on the internet. I contacted them multiple times trying to buy the database and restore it to its former glory. They were of no interest in selling it. So unfortunately, Jeeps Unlimited died, but JUOT lives on, and we still get we still get old members from back in the day who come in, stop in, and say hello. They always say, "Oh, I'm surprised my account still works," but it does, because you can still log in with whatever account you had back in the day. Today maybe we get, I don't know, 50 or 60 posts a day. When we used to get, 2,000 or 3,000 posts a day. But it's still fun. These are people I've literally known since 2002. Some of them I've met in person. Actually, a lot of them I've met in person. Some of them came to the hospital when I was sick. Some of them I met in my many trips out to Arizona. It's really surreal. I mean, we're a very close group of who's left. Even though some of us have never met in person, we feel like we know each other. It's a really cool place. If anybody wants to join it, feel free. To be honest, they're not so welcoming to newcomers. It takes a thick skin, but if you're interested, by all means, check it out. Most of the content is hidden. You have to make an account before you can see it, but it is free. Space Kissing Hers is Bird of Prey. That's very similar to my times on Pirate 4x4. Yeah, Pirate. Okay. I wouldn't say we were at war with Pirate, but Jeeps Unlimited and Pirate were big at around the same time. Pirate was still big, but then Pirate sold out. I assume they're still big, but they're. I have an account. I have Bird of Prey 5 on Pirate 4x4. Back in the day, we would do some raids on Pirate. There was Jeep Forum, Jeeps Unlimited, and Pirate 4x4 were the three biggies, where Jeeps Unlimited was by far the biggest at the time. I was using it in 2002 to 2008. After JU started falling apart, Pirate started getting bigger and bigger. Space Kissing Her. I might have posted together on Pirate at some point. JD's is Bird of Prey banned, confirmed. I'm not banned. Although the company that that own that own JU did ban me temporarily. But we worked it out. So that's JUOT. Josh reads his bird of prey. A guy spent $9,000 on upgrading his flight simulator cockpit from Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm not surprised, Josh Street. To pilots and enthusiasts, this is like next gen level stuff. And spending $9,000 on a simulator is a fraction of the cost of buying a real simulator or a real plane, which is probably the only way you're going to get a better experience in your house than Microsoft Flight Simulator is literally buying a plane and flying it. Now, Cinnabon could probably speak to it more than I could, as he's an actual pilot and he can compare the two. But from what I've heard from people, that if you're actually playing Flight Simulator with a legit top end joystick cockpit controller, the only thing that's better than that is actually flying a real plane. 14 says, hello, Bird of Prey. It's World Qapla. How are you, Qapla 14? I am well. And I'm so sorry I couldn't make your stream the other day when you sent me the Twitter link. But next time I will do my best to be there. It was just a very bad day. Not Ryan John. This is, if there were 5 slots to vote on Twitter, Zatharas would have made the list. I don't know what that is. Okay, let's see what this next Dear Bop is. Dear Glorious Bop, we attacked Slovakia with Momo the Challenger, just like you asked, but I don't think it was a good idea. There is a USA-led coalition building up along the border with Kurdistan, signed former War Minister of Karoga. No. Okay. Don't worry. They're probably just going to go in and wipe Kurdistan down. Every so often, Kurdistan needs to be wiped down by the U.S. military. It's fine. They'll be okay. I doubt it has anything to do with us. 14 says, that's okay. Always another time. Thank you, 14. And we got more Dear Bops. Dear Bop, MFK, Kamala Harris, AOC, Michelle Obama. I feel like there's no way I can answer this without the Secret Service coming. So we'll just say yes, I would marry AOC. And we'll leave it at that. And this is literally just a blank one. There's no question. Okay. And another blank one. I think there's a problem there. And another blank one. Finally, one that's not blank. Dear Bop, I tried to mail you, but I don't think it went through. No, apparently it didn't. I found the perfect house for you and Mama Pray. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Karoga. If I only won the lottery so I could buy for you, you know who this is.
We have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yes, that's true. We do have a 3-bedroom. Well, not us personally, but we have access to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Karoga. Thank you. Dear Bob, holy poop. Mrs. Petrick really is a fox. Well done, Joseph. Oh, she absolutely is. She absolutely is. Piano Dean. Qapla Piano Dean. Says Bird of Prey 5. My pilot friend and I saw you fly the jumbo jet the other day. He flies one of those planes for American Airlines. He said if you had passengers on that plane, they'd be screaming. Well, yes, I know they would. But listen, okay, I was trying to fly it with this, okay, with a Microsoft Xbox controller. Okay, I understand that to even have a chance of flying a plane smoothly, I need the big controller joystick thing, which I have, but it just doesn't fit on my desk, so it's hard to use. But I mean, I'm literally trying to fly the plane with this little joystick up here, and even though it's an analog stick, for some reason, the littlest touch makes it go 100%. So I think like it's not even calibrated right. Like it's being used as a digital input instead of analog. I don't know. But yeah, it's better than nothing. Don't get me wrong. But I wasn't pretending that I was, going to be flying smoothly. It just is not in the cards. Dear Bop, mother effer, more dear bops. Yes, indeed. And President Trump just donated $1. Thank you to the Donald. Says, together with the tremendous might of Kurdistan, we will turn back the Karogan the invaders. They are weak and I am strong. After all, Karogan leader gets money from Biden, that loser. Hail America and hail Kurdistan. I don't know. I have some reservations. I don't think that's actually President Trump. Call me suspicious, paranoid, but I have a feeling that is a fake Kurdistani, fake news media plot to try to besmirch my good name and the good relationship I have with President Trump. So yeah, we can just dismiss it as total fake news. Dan23 says he's clicking blanks. I was clicking blanks. Dear Bob, shit, F, damn it, God damn it. These are all colorful metaphors you like to use. What's your favorite? The son of a bitch is my favorite. Son of a bitch. Dear Bob, you are writing to you, me, on your past self to stop the torture that am putting yourself, myself through for far too long. Have been lying to yourself, myself. Am missing out on the greatest of an awesome piece of movie greatness. Have been trying my hardest to convince myself, yourself, myself, otherwise. But must try to bring an early end to my suffering. So trust me, now. Accept it. Trust the future, me, Indiana Jones, and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is a fantastic film. I must watch it again now. Bop, me. Again, I'm highly suspicious. It just doesn't seem like my writing style. And I also find it highly suspicious that any future form of me would find anything of value in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. For Tian Barber says Bird of Prey, AOC is very attractive lady, just don't agree with her politically. Yeah, she's not ugly. For Tian says Bird of Prey, hot snakes is your favorite swear, surely. Hot snakes isn't really a swear. Wesley Crusher's in the house. Qapla Wesley says, Bird of Prey, did I miss the Dear Bops? You missed pretty much all the Dear Bops, Wes. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, you are getting a lot of mail from yourself today. Yeah, it's fake. It's fake news. It's fake mail. Greetings, birds, turds, and nerds, says Wesley. Greetings, Wes. Yeah, Wes, it looks like you missed all the dear bops. Sorry about that, but you know, you can rewind and listen again. You also missed me doing a completely crooked fake news DNA test. It's all bullshit. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah. I'm Joe Bob, your guardian angel. I'll be taking you on your journey, become a meth lord like me. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite in-browser games. It's called drmeth.com. You just play it in your browser. You don't have to use real money, but I forgot how you play it, to be honest. It's been a while, but you basically start out and you start selling meth, a little bit of meth, and by the end levels you're like a drug kingpin. It's cool. drmeth.com. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, you are... Yeah, I read that. Wesley says, is Bird of Prey not Karogan? I am. But I'm also a United States citizen. It gets a little... What's the word? Complicated in terms of citizenship. Let's see. Oh, well, let's head back to...
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri
Hello,
Dax on
Nicole.
DS9. And I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hail Karoga. Thank you, Nicole. So, it's a dual citizenship, but it's kind of like a secret dual citizenship situation. I don't want to talk about it too much for. I don't want to say it's illegal, but it has the virtue of never being tried before. So I should get accommodation for original thinking, but you know, with current political tensions the way they are, you know, you might get thrown into Gitmo or something. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I tried to send you a mail. Did it work? Did you send it to Dear Bop? Because I didn't get it as an email. I got 3 blank Dear Bops. Were you the one that was trying to find a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house for us in Karoga? I doubt it. I don't think that was you, but that I don't know if it was you or not. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see anything signed Wesley Crusher or WC or anything to that effect. So yeah. Now, for those who have been following the StreamYard saga, LDG had first emailed them, I don't know, the beginning of the week with a bunch of scenarios and asking what was allowed and not allowed with their software. Some of the questions I thought were valid questions to ask. Some I thought were kind of nonsensical personally, but whatever. And Dana from StreamYard replied to him and basically gave a very blanketed, generic, everything was okay so long as it lets you do it message, to which LDG then believed that he had gotten written permission for using the software in a manner that he uses it, which is where he streams the backstage area for basically unlimited amount of time without having to worry about the 20-hour maximum that they give you for a free account when you go live. Now, Life with Matthew does the same thing, but Life with Matthew limits his hours to the 20 hours they give him, even though he technically doesn't go live. He felt that was more in the spirit of keeping with the terms of service. So not happy that StreamYard completely understood the question LDG was asking because he framed it in a very generalized way. I framed it in a very specific way. I said, listen, I'm a YouTuber. I've been using StreamYard for a long time. I enjoy the product. I personally use the basic version, which is paid, but I know YouTubers who use both the free and the professional version, which obviously the free is free and the professional, they pay even more than I do. And I said, and a fellow YouTuber recently emailed you asking questions, and then based on the answers to the questions, started telling people that using it in this certain way was allowed, and I just wanted to confirm. And so I said, so what I want to confirm is that you're saying that it's okay for somebody to stream your backstage area using, software like StreamYard OBS, and they can stream the backstage area indefinitely, even allowing guests for, 3, 4, 5, 6 guests, well, 6 people, an unlimited amount of time to talk. If they don't actually go live, it doesn't actually deduct any hours. Are you saying that that is allowed by the terms of service? And Dana wrote back a few hours later and said, thank you for, writing. And she said, no, that use would not be allowed by our terms of service. However, there's a big if. She said, at this time, we are not enforcing that limit, but we will. I don't remember if she said it soon or at some point in the future. So basically, if you're using it at the way, it is technically against the terms of service, and the day might come when they start enforcing it somehow. If you're doing it like Life with Matthew, where you're actually giving it to your 20 hours, I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. But if you're doing it for, 40, 50, 60, 80 hours a week, all week, keeping it open all the time, just maybe they would probably warn you first, but they might, be looking into it, and they might start canceling accounts or something. I don't know what they would do. Just me speculating. My guess is they would warn you first. They seem like a very nice company. They seem a very open company. So I think they would try to accommodate you, but I wouldn't start don't start a channel today based on thinking that this is going to be allowed indefinitely. I don't think it is. Nor do I feel that it was ever within the terms of service of the software, but that's just my opinion. LDG is going to, I forwarded the email from them, so LDG is going to write back one more time, trying to get additional clarification. If they clarify it for him, great. I have the clarification I need. Just a heads up for people. If you heard it was okay, don't want to burst the bubble, but no, it might not get you into trouble, but it's also not technically allowed, for whatever that's worth. Wesley says, Bird of Prey is not Kurogan. You know, Wes, sadly, by birth, I'm not technically Kurogan. But I got there as quickly as I could. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I tried to send you a mail. No, I guess it didn't work. Fortian says, WC is as in water closet. No. WC as in Wesley Crusher. Wesley says, I admit it. I never signed my dear Bob as WC. I lie who I am. That's okay, Wes. Jeff, I'm sorry, Jeff. Wesley says, Bird messaged it up for everyone. Bird messed it up for everyone. I didn't mess it up. I didn't give any names. I didn't give any usernames. I didn't give any details. That was just, just a question. 14 says games. We could probably do a game, but I was going to talk about Lower Decks a little bit first. No spoilers. As you guys know, this was the first week I did not stay up to watch Lower Decks with Anti-Tracker at 2 a.m. I saw though that he had Life with Matthew take over for me, so congrats, Life with Matthew. And I see you guys both really enjoyed this last episode. For those who don't know, I did my review. I put it up late last night, but it's up there now if you're interested in watching it in full. But the Cliff Notes is, I thought it was the best episode, but only marginally better than the previous two, even though the jokes were a lot better. Even though Mariner was finally not a Mary Sue, and even though Boimler finally got some respect, and, the first officer, we got to know him a little. And in fact, the whole bridge crew, I think we saw them at their best in a while. Well, there's only been 2 other episodes, but we've seen them at their best and quite a bit of them since the first episode. The message, the overall message of the show, I did not like. The Boimler ransom the Mariner ransom story, I thought gave a terrible message about generally not following rules. So while I did improve the score, for the first episode I gave a 5, the second episode I gave a 5.25, and this third episode I gave a 5.5 out of 10. And understand, when I compare that, I know 7.5 or even an 8 of 10, and I got to think about it. But an 8 out of 10 compared to what? Like very good episode of The Next Gen or Deep Space Nine might be an 8 out of 10. Okay, I'm trying to think of a really good DS9 episode. Now there's some 9s out of 10s of DS9s, and Pale Moonlight and Trials and Tribulations, those might be perfect 10s. Way of the Warrior and Past Tense, those are probably 9 out of 10s. Little Green Men, that's probably a 9 out of a 10. But let's see. Oh man. Okay. The Die is Cast, this most recent one, with Garrick and Odo. That's an 8 out of 10 episode. So do I really think that Lower Decks is equal to the Die is Cast? Would I be 50-50, flip a coin, to rewatch Lower Decks or the Die is Cast? And the answer is absolutely not. Although it was a good episode, I would always take a good DS9 episode over this previous episode of Lower Decks. So it's not an 8 out of 10. It is closer to a 5.5 out of 10. It's much more closer to a average episode of, a Voyager or Enterprise or even a fairly boring episode of Deep Space Nine than it is to a good or great episode of TOS, TNG, or DS9. So I understand the want, the enthusiasm to give new Trek a high score, because like this is the first time since before Discovery aired. We're like, yeah, I feel good about an episode, and it's like, well, this is clearly the best work they've done in 4 years. But understand that the best work they've done in 4 years, I don't think I gave any Discovery episode above a 5. I think I gave one episode a 5 or a 6, with literally every other episode getting somewhere between negative 100 and 2. So a 5 is a massive increase, and 3 5s in a row is a massive improvement from anything Star Trek Discovery. But reality, it still pales in comparison to seasons 4, 5, and 6 of TNG, seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of DS9, most of Voyager, all of Enterprise, and all of TOS, aside from 2 or 3 really crappy episodes of TOS. It's not even close. So I feel very confident that my grading system is fairer. And I would challenge Anti-Trekker to ask, does he really what other episodes from other Treks would he give a 7.5 or an 8 to? And then I would challenge him to really, really think about it and say, given the option of watching one of these other episodes that he puts at a 7.5 or an 8 versus watching this episode of Lower Decks, is he really going to say that he'd take the episode of Lower Decks, 1 out of 2 times, half the time? Will you leave it to a coin toss? And if he can honestly say he would, then fine. But to be honest, if I told you that, I'd be lying. Because to this very day, if I turn on the TV and BBC America is on, and there is a TOS episode, a TNG episode, a DS9 episode, or a Voyager episode, almost without, in fact, regardless of the episode, perhaps not Move Along Home, even Threshold, there's probably a 90% chance I'm going to stop what I'm doing and watch that episode of Star Trek. And I'll tell you, if in 5 or 10 years there's an episode of Discovery or Picard or Lower Decks on, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to watch. No, it's not going to happen. But if they still have Enterprise or the original series or Voyager or DS9 or TNG on in 5 or 10 years, God willing, I'm alive and able to watch TV, I'm just going to stop and watch it, because I've been doing it ever since TNG ended. Ever since TNG ended, whenever there's been a TNG episode on TV and I had nothing emergency else to do, I'd stop and I'd watch it. And when DS9 and Voyager episodes came into syndication, I'd watch them too. I've been doing it every day of my life, more or less, for as long as I could. Obviously, there was 10 years I was working a lot. I never really got a chance to sit down and watch too much. But when it did happen, it was a happy occurrence. And now the last 10 years, where I've been home a lot more, it happens more often. I still do it. I have no intention of stopping. But if they put on BBC America, Discovery, oh hell no, I wouldn't ever rewatch it. There's no desire. There's no desire to rewatch a Discovery episode. There's no desire to rewatch a Picard episode, especially knowing how I know it ended at the end of season 1 now. There's zero replay ability. Lower Decks, it just, maybe we see where the series goes, but certainly 3 episodes in, it's okay to watch. It's like Anti-Trekker says, it's better than watching paint dry. but for me, only marginally. Defund the BBC, says Fortean Barber. Absolutely. Miss Londell says, Bird of Prey, you wouldn't be able to get a word of the question edgewise. Anti-tracker would shut you down long before you got to ask the question. This is probably true. The best way to ask it is by a message in his video. Fortean says, Bird of Prey, it looks like Lower Decks is kind of fun. I kind of hope it comes here soon. I vote Jackbox for games. And Bird of Prey, Way of the Warrior for 1 and 2 is a 10 out of 10. Maybe part 2. Maybe part 2. Captain Trax is Bird of Prey. When I disagree with your score, I think it's a bit more realistic. While I disagree with your score, I think it's a bit more realistic than Anti-Tracker. And LDG says, though for those who want unlimited hours, another alternative is Zoom. Its free version does not limit you to 20 hours, and you can use it all day, every day free. Absolutely. You can certainly use Zoom instead of StreamYard in the way that, people want it to be used. I find it a little bit more difficult to use, but it has some advantages as well. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, writer of Lower Decks, said that his favorite part of the show was the second half of episodes and some of the legendary characters that will appear. Dan, somebody brought it up in my, it might have even been you, in my, in the chat for my latest review. I would be amazed. I'd love to see Captain Jellicoe come back and Captain Jellicoe take command of the Cerritos for a day or a week or something. And like he, just think what he did to the Enterprise crew. Imagine him, I don't know if he would just either have a breakdown or how hard he would go on the Cerritos crew in terms of whipping them into shape. But hopefully we get to see a Captain Jellicoe return. So yeah, that would be nice. Fortean says, Captain Trek, exactly. Jeff Franklin says, Wesley, I see no reason. Mountain of Elysium says, Zoom calls are limited to 40 minutes unless you pay for it. Okay, I didn't know that. LDG says, Mountain of Elysium, you can have unlimited calls on free. Fortean says, Bird of Prey, I wish Captain Jellicoe stayed on the Enterprise. Well, I don't know if I go that far, Fortean. But, okay, what we're going to do is play a few commercials, and then we'll get ready to play a Jack in the Box game. So, guys, if you want to play Jack in the Box, or Jackbox, Jackbox, I think it's jackbox.tv. If you want to play, head over to that website, and in a couple minutes, I will give you a code you need in which to use to enter the game. Fortean says Cisco should have been Enterprise E captain. That's kind of nonsensical. But he should have been there in First Contact. He should have been on the Defiant in First Contact and been part of the movie. Absolutely, he should have. But honestly, he probably would have upstaged Patrick Stewart. So I'm not surprised Patrick Stewart, he probably would have not been happy. And frankly, First Contact and all the Trek movies was basically just make Patrick Stewart happy type stuff. Wesley wants to play. Well, there should be plenty of room, Wes. We haven't filled up a game in a while. So just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back, and we'll get the game started.
I've been on my feet 6 hours. You know how I feel? I feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes me feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes my legs feel that good. Sheer Energy pantyhose look terrific. And they stimulate, refresh, and massage my legs. So I really feel like dancing.
Try sheer energy, because nothing beats a great pair of legs.
Sears gives your casual wardrobe a fresh spring look with this week's Wardrobe Essentials sale. First denim jeans now just $9.99. So comfortable they feel as good as they fit. And you save $4. Add a lively spring shirt for just $5.99. Easy care and you save $3. Shirts in assorted solids and prints. These Wardrobe Essentials are on sale through Saturday. For super savings like these, you can count on Sears.
Hello, I'm Charlie McKee for Electrolux. And this is an America that used to be. A time when companies brought vacuum cleaners to your home because that's the best place to judge a vacuum. Today, few companies do that. But Electrolux still does, because your home is still the best place to see why Electrolux is better. So open your door to Electrolux. Electrolux, your home is the best place to see why we're better.
This week, Sears teams up velour and corduroy for a sporty look at a winning price. First, corduroy pants, a super value at only $8.99. The fit super, too, and you save $5. Snuggle into a rich velour top for just $12.99. The luxury of velour in a soft knit blend, and you save $5. The pants in assorted colors, the tops in crew V and boat neck. Hurry, this sale ends Saturday at Sears, where America shops for value.
If doing things different is your style, Genesee Cream Ale is your brew. Ever since we got a wood stove, I've got the lowest heating bill around.
Yeah, and the biggest thirst.
Next time that you're thirsty, make Jenny Cream your brew. The taste is something different. It's smoother drinking too.
I like it, 'cause there's nothing like it.
It's different.
Genesee Cream Ale.
Jeans and tops from Sears are spring wardrobe essentials on sale this week. First,
coming back
jeans that
after
fit
this
just
commercial.
$10.99. They fit your shape as well as your size, and you save $5. Add the all-cotton top, now just $6.99. Cool comfort and perma-press too, and you save $3. Jeans in western and cinch waist, tops in stripes and solids. These wardrobe essentials are on sale through Saturday at Sears, where America shops for value.
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hail Karoga. That Sears girl was kind of hot. Before we start playing the game, I got this in the mail today. It's a 15-ounce mug of our very own Deej Odyssey. Of course, it still says DJ Odyssey on it. And truth be told, this particular version of the mug is no longer available. But DJ does have a newer version of the mug and t-shirt and a second mug on his merch store. So if you go to any of DJ's streams and you look in the description, you can follow the link to the DJ merch store and get your own DJ Odyssey, or Deej Odyssey as he's called now, merch. So Mamo Prey says that this looks like it'll be a great ice cream mug, because Mamo Prey likes to eat ice cream from mugs, and this 15-ouncer gives her at least an extra scoop. So quality mug, unfortunately made in Kurdistan, but you know, you'll manage. It doesn't have to last forever. I would make sure you know, Clorox bleach it or something, just in case there's a little extra, you know, Wuhan that's shipped with the mug, but I doubt it's much. I doubt it's much. Okay, so if it says it's not available in your country, I am very sorry to hear that. But jackbox.tv is indeed the correct address. Let me double check it. And I know you all want the room code, but I can't give you the room code until I get in first. So I will. Give me 1 second. I'll give you the room code. I guess. Okay. Well, let me connect first, and then I will bring up the game screen, and you guys can all connect. Okay. So we're gonna play first. We're gonna play Quiplash, and there you go. Jackbox.tv. The room code is BEOE. B as in boy, E as in Edward, O as in Orion, E as in Edward. BEOE. Okay, and now it's important you keep an eye on your device, whether that's your device being another tab in your browser or your cell phone, however you're playing, keep your eyes on that, because that's where the info is going to come from. And the YouTube is going to be 5, 10, maybe even 15 seconds behind. So unfortunately, if you're not watching your device and you're waiting for what's coming up on the YouTube screen, you might not have enough time to enter your answer. So just keep an eye on your device. It's just the way it's got to be, unfortunately. But we should have enough time. It should have been BOPE, says Wesley. Well, it would have been nice. It would have been nice. And yes, for T and her Jackbox. Okay, so it looks like we've got the players we're going to get. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 players. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game. Now, when I'm playing the game, it's going to be very hard for me to read the chats. So just remember, be patient, and certainly at BirdoPrey5 if you want me to say something. Okay, everybody's in. Quiplash.
This is Quiplash. I'm Schmitty.
Quiplash.
And you're
Schmitty.
an acceptable group of players.
We're acceptable.
Okay,
How
good.
Awesome.
Now, if I don't remember your names, please feel free to take it personally.
Yeah, take it personally.
This is round
one.
You'll see 2 prompts on your device. Answer them any way you want. Each answer will go up against someone else's answer, and everyone will vote on which they like most. It's simple.
Please make sure you get the
based on the
answer.
percentage of people who like your answer.
Mike
The
Richards
bonus
is in
if you get more
Karoga,
votes than
6
your
equals
opponent.
7. Did I
Go.
miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Son of a bitch. Okay, so we got me, we got 14, we got Mr. Londell, we got 3 more people still typing answers. Come on, 30 seconds, probably less by the time you heard this. Just put in something. If you can't answer, just hit enter. Pickles. Pickles is in, I believe. Less than 20 seconds. Just put FF. I will vote for it. I don't care. Okay.
Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. First up, a really odd thing to say on your deathbed.
A really odd
pick
thing
your
to say
favorite.
on your deathbed. Well, I'm glad I got at least one. And some people didn't vote. It helps if you vote. This is why it helps if you're watching your device.
Next in line, what Smokey the Bear does when he's not fighting forest fires. Time to vote.
I think we know who entered that answer. Wesley's is Bird of Prey. I'm PC is loading slow. My PC is loading slow. That's what I'm saying. Watch your browser or whatever. Wow, nobody went with hot snakes? I'm sorry, 14. I thought you were going to run away with it. I thought it was the only one that would be voting
Coming
for
up
the
next,
bunnies.
the worst way to fly, blank airlines.
Don't say Kuroga.
It's voting time.
It's okay, 14. You can bounce back. Yeah, I mean Jaloja's pretty bad, but compared to F. Melly, it's no contest.
Next up, a shocking find.
A shocking
in Clifford the
find
Big
in
Red
Clifford
Dog's
the
poop.
Big Red Dog's poop. Anti-tracker.
Vote on
Oh
your
no.
devices.
Oh no. That's not good. He's looking at me.
And next is, okay, fine. What do you want to talk about then? Time to vote.
I don't want to talk about any of these things. Either of these things. I don't know, a lot of people aren't voting. Well, here we got some votes. Poor West.
Okay, next one. The worst way to be murdered.
The worst way to be murdered.
It's voting time.
Oh, man. Don't worry, I think you get it this time, 14. I have a feeling. Wazzy, this is not taking my votes, son of a bitch. Really? Falling in a vat is worse than being fed? I don't know, 14.
Round one is
Maybe
in
some
the books.
people don't
Let's
know
see
what
the
hot
scores.
snakes are. Damn it, Pickles is in the lead.
Now round two, where all points and bonuses are doubled. The drama.
Drama. 14 likes to warm up. Well, of course, if they're hot.
Okay, here we go. Starting things
Used
off,
every second.
the worst thing you can tell the kids about the death of the family dog.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, everyone, vote for your
Oh,
favorite.
God. Oh, no. It is wrong, Jeff. It is wrong. Oh, man. It's a tough crowd for TN. It's a tough crowd. LD Jesus the Second is on Netflix.
What do you hope the Mars rover finds?
What do you hope the Mars rover finds?
Time to vote.
I'm the true leader. Had to go with Imperial Walker. Would have preferred Crashed Bird of Prey, but had to go with Imperial Walker.
Next one, a bad title for a self-help book. Vote on your devices.
Wow. Huh. Even split.
Coming up next, come up with a new dessert that contains the name of a U.S. state. It's voting time.
What's a Nevada dry? Nevada-ry with dry? I don't understand. Baked Nebraska. That would. I feel bad. Like I didn't even, there was no thought put into that. I just had to put a name of a state and a dessert.
Okay, next one.
It felt like I should have done
future,
more.
Scientists discovered that the secret to eternal youth is blank. Time to vote.
If these are Kurogan scientists or regular scientists.
Next in line, what really happened to Amelia Earhart?
We know what happened to her.
It's voting time.
Nobody put down that she was abducted by aliens and sent to the Delta Quadrant, found by Voyager. I might not vote. Well, I voted, but I had half a mind to not vote, to boycott the fact no one put in the obvious answer.
We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happened.
Sweet in the lead.
This
The
is
last
round
lash.
3, the last lash. One final chance to catch up.
Tripled.
Point values are tripled, and everyone gets the same prompt this time. Our prompt is something inappropriate to do at the gym.
I'm pretty sure I won. You guys can just stop.
Okay, soak it in. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 votes. You can give them all to one answer or spread them out.
Wow. T-Bergs is vertebrae don't always win. Remember, 9-7. Wesley says not counting his votes. It just, yeah, you had a vote right there, Wes. You had a vote right in the one before. Really? Only 24%? Uh-huh. I see you guys are cheating. I'm not
It's
cheating,
over.
you're
Let's
cheating.
take a look at the final scores.
Victory. No, I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. We want to do one more. We'll do the other game. We'll do the other game. We'll do fibbage. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm not the first person in. EMH Doc is the first person in. EMH Doc, please wait until we get as many people as possible in the game. Wesley says it disconnected me again. Well, at the end of the game, it has to disconnect everyone. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, this makes me sad. I'm going to watch Dear Bop to cheer up. I'm sorry to hear that, Wes. I'll give it one more minute, EMH Doc. I'll put in the link again. If anybody wants to come in. Otherwise, if we start, you can always come into the audience. You still get half a shot. Once you're in the audience, you can still vote. Mr. Londell is in. There's room for 2 more players. Anyone else coming? Going once. Going twice. Going trace. Okay, EMH Doc, anytime you're ready. And by any time, I mean the sooner the better. on your device. Just hit ready to, play, or everybody's here, please. Oh, Resolute Germ came in. Last minute. Awesome.
Hi there, I'm your host, Cookie, and we're about to embark on the
Thanks,
kind of journey
Cookie.
unimaginable to the ancient Romans, because they did not have technology. I see there are 7 of you. The last time I said that, I was looking at my nose hair. Oh, and anyone else can get in and join the audience. Yeah, you can play along for your own personal score, and you can like your favorite lies. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. And you've got a defibrillator.
Don't
Use
forget
it to
the
remove all but one
defibrillator.
lie and the truth. And just 1 defibbing per game. All right, pick a category.
EMH Doc chooses a category. You gotta be like watching your device to be able to pick these categories.
Okay, here's your first question.
Vermont.
Product KK0015958 in the Vermont Teddy Bear catalog is a bear that seems inappropriate for kids called Blank Bear. Now use your device to type a lie that might fool the other players into believing it. If you can't think of anything in time, use the Lie For Me button for half the points. Do it now. Hurry, hit the Lie For Me button if you can't think of something. Okay, these are your choices. Pick the truth on your device now. Okay, what did everyone pick?
God damn it.
Nice lie.
Really? Anybody thought that's what it was actually called? Damn it, I thought that was too easy.
And nobody fell for some of these ingenious lies.
God damn it. Even though I've got 0 with 4 other people, I'm still at the bottom.
Select a category.
14, choose a category. Fathers.
Okay, here's the question. As part of a very odd yet popular photo series, Yuki Aoyama had Japanese fathers blank next to their daughters. Input your lies now. Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, there's a truth out there. Find it. Let's see what everybody selected.
At least I got somebody. That would be wrong. That wouldn't even be correct grammar. Oof. Come on, that's just boring. That's not fun. It's stupid.
And that means... Time to pick a category.
Pickles.
Well, we ain't waiting forever.
And weren't watching your device.
Okay, here's the question. During the spring of 2014, San Francisco experienced an odd rash of crimes in which vandals were specifically tipping over blank. Type in your lies now.
Hurry up, people! Lie for me! Hit lie for me right now! God damn it! You're out of time. Ah! You got it.
All right, where's the truth?
Yeah, they were tipping over cows in San Francisco.
Okay, let's take a look.
I don't think you understand how mail works in San Francisco.
And that's it. Nobody else's lies got picked.
The Mini Cooper I almost picked until I saw a smart car. Really? Only second to last? Round
This
two.
is round two, which means all point values are doubled.
Your
And don't let that
defibrillator.
sit unused. It disappears after round two.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
All right, pick a category.
14 hasn't been. Oh, I pick a category.
Okay, here's the question. After 81,000 people signed a petition asking them to stop, the St. Patrick's Parish in Stevensville, Wisconsin ended their traditional annual fundraising event, which consisted of blank. Enter your lies now.
San Francisco's a major city. They don't have mailboxes out. The mailboxes are connected to the houses or in the slots of doors.
If you can't think of anything. Okay, find the truth. All right, who picked what?
God damn it! I wasted my defibrillator on that.
And the rest of the board goes unselected.
Why do I drop down even though the person just tied with me? Goddamn, EMH Doc is running away
Select
with
the
this.
category.
I don't even think he could lose at this point.
No, that's okay. I've got it. Okay, here's the question. In El Dorado County, California, there's a small town whose name just screams West Coast. It's called blank. Write your lies now. Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. Okay, which one's the truth? Pick something. All right, let's see what everybody picked. And these
I didn't
incredible
think pool
bluffs
had anything
somehow
to
went
do with West
unselected.
Coast. But compared to the other answers up there, it was the only one that made sense. Yeah! Tied for second! I went from last place to tied for second.
All right, pick a category.
Sphinx, choose a category.
It's not hard. You know what? We'll just stick with this one.
Sexiest.
Okay, here's the question. George Grant and Lizzie Qapla were winners of an unusual competition held in the United Kingdom. They were named the sexiest blank. Type in your lies now. Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of
It's
anything.
obviously something sick since it happened in the United Kingdom. Fortean has an unfair advantage.
Okay, where's the truth? Okay, what did everyone pick?
Nice. He's almost gonna pick that. Damn it. Well done, Miss Lundell. Well done indeed.
Oh,
Mr.
that's
Lundell.
almost as sweet as high fructose corn syrup. And the rest of these lies didn't fool a soul.
Still in second place.
Welcome
And
to
now,
the final
Fortean, that
fibbage.
was your
This is
home
your
field.
final question, and
That
it's
was your
worth
best
triple.
chance.
It's anybody's game. Take a look at your final fibbage question. The unusual thing that jazz musician Bill Wharton is known for having on stage during his concerts. Enter your lies now.
Tian says you have some amazing things over there.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Oh. I know it can't be an alpaca, but I've got to click it. I've got to click it. God damn it. Ah, son of a bitch. Do I? Okay, I don't have to click it.
All right, who picked to watch?
If it's an alpaca, I'm going to hit myself. Hard. Fuck. Nice. Gumbo EMH Doc wins.
And we're done.
Congratulations, EMH Doc. A close one. Closer than I thought it would be. But congratulations, EMH Doc. Well done. Well done. Yeah, you Sphinx at this game. Oh, I think we're done.
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hail Karoga. Qapla, everybody. So we got in 2 rounds. Not too bad. I enjoyed it. I am so sorry for T and Barber. Even in a category you should have cleaned up in, United Kingdom category, was very, very mean to you, Fortian. Maybe you're not even from the UK. Maybe you've been lying this entire time. Maybe you're just some out-of-work actor in Los Angeles. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. Yeah, you gotta head out, T-Bird, Qapla. We're gonna be ending the stream. Just wanted to say a final hello and good evening to everybody. I think it went pretty well tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you haven't, please watch my Star Trek Lower Decks review. I dropped it yesterday at midnight Eastern, or a little before midnight Eastern. So just go to my channel. You'll see it there. Would really, really appreciate it if you could like it, share it, because YouTube isn't sending emails anymore. So if you want to help the channel and you don't have money for a super chat or whatever, probably even better than a super chat would be if you could post a link to that review on your social media, on your Twitter or your Facebook or something. Try to get that out there, because that helps. That helps YouTube say, hey, people are sharing this. So then YouTube goes ahead and shares it more. So that would be a very, very cool thing you could do. And with that, I will see you guys later, perhaps on someone else's stream. Otherwise, tomorrow is Cinema Saturday. We'll be watching Mars Attacks between 2 and 3 p.m. Eastern. Probably closer to 2, we'll see. And then Sunday, of course, will be another 3 episodes of Star Trek, the animated series. So thank you again. Qapla all. I'm not sure who's streaming later tonight. I think Anti-Tricker streams at some point. But usually it's quite late on Friday. So if anyone else is streaming, please go ahead, put in your link, and otherwise I'll see you some other time. Bird out. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Bird of Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.